Good morning, everyone. It's Lee Henson, President and Founder of AgileDad, and it's time for today's episode of the Daily Stand-Up. So without any further ado, let's get started. Today, I wanted to discuss with you an email that I received from one of my students, Adam Hill. And Adam is awesome. I remember him and his company very well. They've sent a lot of people through the class. And we recently did a post called the Thrift Store Genie, Ways to Improve Your Agile Implementation. If you only had one wish, what would it be? And he said, that he would ask the following three, or he'd ask all his peers in his organization to ask themselves the following three questions, which I thought was kind of interesting because he took my one and turned it into a three, but I guess I'll let that slide. So the first question he asked, and I'm going to call this episode the 3 V's because I think that this, is much bigger than what I originally intended. So the first V is, what actual value am I building for my stakeholders? Is each and every increment that we're producing providing value? Are there things there that we can improve or make better? Value-driven design and value takes on so many different meanings to so many different people, but I don't think we take enough opportunity in many cases to identify our stakeholders properly and to make sure that we have vetted value, to make sure that we're providing both consumer value, business value, as well as strategic value for the organization and technical value for things that we're doing long-term if you're building a technical project or product. So I think that there's some definite consideration there. The second question is, who can I connect with to validate my work early and often? And I think that sometimes as a team member, we don't take into consideration that we should have close direct access to our customers or our stakeholders so that we can validate early and often to make sure that we're getting the information that we need so that we can pivot, make fine-tuning adjustments, and just in general, have the things necessary in order for us to make sure we know exactly what we're building is the right thing and that we're building the thing right. And that we get those frequent opportunities to inspect and adapt, the empirical process. And then the third V is, how does this all fit within a larger vision? Does this align with the vision and strategy that we have for our product or service? Does that align with the vision and strategy that we have for our organization? How do these things tie together, and does it make sense? Are we in a place where it all just flows and makes sense? Or are we in a place where we're skipping, things to try to skirt by and not tying everything together? He explained that the key is for this to be a daily activity. We do well when we remember these things, but it's not very natural or habitual for us to do those things. So I think that if we just take the time to study the 3 V's, first being, what value are we providing or building for the stakeholders? The second V being, how do I validate my work and with whom? And the third one is, how does this fit within a larger vision? I think that if we follow the 3 V's, that we can be incredibly successful. And I want to thank Adam for that wisdom because, like I said, that's just something I never thought of. But it's something that's really, really easy for us to drill down on. It just drives home the fact that, a lot of people try to overcomplicate Agile or business agility. A lot of people try to overcomplicate what we're trying to do to make our processes smoother or to make our framework stronger. And I think that the answer comes in simplification. So as interesting as it sounds, the answer to most complicated questions is to simplify what you're doing. And you're going to find great joy there and great reward, because I think if you focus on those 3 things, it's going to give you a big leg up on the competition. So I hope that you found this short yet insightful daily stand-up episode of value to you, right? See what I did there? We invite you to participate. It's Hump Day. Participate in the Hump Day Challenge. I'm sure Kim's got something amazing for you out there. And as always, if you have questions or if you have something that you want to see broadcast on a daily stand-up, we'd love to have your ideas. You can reach us at learnmore@agiledad.com. That's LEARNMORE @agiledad.com. And if you need additional information about this topic or any others, feel free to visit us at agiledad.com, where we still have a plethora of free information out there available and ready for you. As always, we encourage you to stay healthy, stay well, and stay agile, my friends. Until next time, do take care.